AskReddit.
What's something that's supposed to be fun but, in reality, is really stressful? Traveling with another person. There is a reason why one of the better relationship advices is to go on trip for a couple weeks to somewhere farther away with your so. It tends to show how people behave under stress and how you truly get along. This is always my go-to advice for a couple. Assuming you know each other relatively well. It's a good experiment and can give additional insight towards the future of the relationship. My dad pulled it with me and my so when we were about to get engaged. He more or less said, go on this trip. See if you can still stand each other. Then we'll talk. His thinking was that if we could handle a 12-hour car trip together we would probably be alright. It was kind of genius. Sometimes Stardew Valley. Sometimes I just don't have enough time in the day to harvest my crops. Buy new seeds. Give my husband a kiss and say hello to my kid. Give a gift to Pam for her birthday. Go to Calico Desert to check artifact spots. Plant the new seeds. Pet my animals. Collect their products. Make beer and cheese and wool. And go to the beach to make use of my lucky day and try to catch the legendary fish. It's too much sometimes, man. To be honest, playing most video games seriously stresses me out. I can't leave the perfectionist part of me aside. Even when I'm just trying to have fun, I end up planning out the entire game to get the best ending. Or I'll spend literal days building the perfect house or exploring every nook and cranny. Then I just stop playing the game because I miss something I can't return to. Or it'll take too long to 100% it. Or whatever. Going to the gun range with my father. He is super serious. Super boring. And generally acts like a grumpy asshole. And every time he promises to be more chill. But he never does. I'd rather just take all our milsurp guns to the 100-yard range and shoot at clays we put on the berms. Power boating. You're sitting there with your friends. Hoping to have a few drinks. Enjoy some sun. Do some swimming. Have a nice time. And you spend the majority of your day holding on for dear life. While trying to keep your hat on your head. Your spit from being dragged out of your mouth. And straining to have any sort of communication with anyone else on the boat. You're getting slammed as the boat goes over swells and waves. Your drink spilled long ago. You've gotta piss. But you can't move from the spot you chose when you first sat down. And because you're getting some spray on you, you're beginning to become a little chilly. Because the wind is quickly lowering your body temperature. No thanks. I know some games that aren't just supposed to be fun. They are fun while also being really stressful. Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes can be extremely stressful. The game does a good job of building tension with rising music, flashing lights, and the ever-present ticking clock. Space Team is also a game like that. I like to call it a collaborative shouting game. It's very chaotic and frantic in a good way. But I'm pretty sure it's also given at least one of my friends a panic attack. Shopping for clothes as a woman. I hate crowds. I hate being accosted by salespeople. And I'm super tall and awkwardly shaped. So it's hard to even find clothes that even properly fit my proportions. Board games. If the game goes longer than an hour, or it revolves around picking on certain players or backstabbing, all the more. Some that immediately come to mind are Monopoly, Munchkin, Betrayal at the House on the Hill. I'd even put any of the handful of zombie survival games or the Lovecraft games. College. It's supposed to be the best time of your life. And meanwhile, you're stressing. You have a headache and constant nausea. And you're depressed because if you do one thing wrong, your entire life is ruined. Christmas. Between buying gifts for kids and family members, faking that you like present that you throw away as soon as they leave, getting out the stuff to decorate the house and tree, then putting it all back, etc. etc. I prefer Thanksgiving. Enjoy a great meal. Watch parade. Loaf all day. Much better. Video games. Maybe I just suck, but there's a limited number of times I can die to the same thing over and over before I get stressed. Yet I'll keep trying for a good half hour because damn it, I want to be better. Spoiler. I do not seem to be getting better.
Space Reddit.